the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. Preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And
first opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in April's draft, and also the Heisman Trophy winner out of Oklahoma. Murray now on first down. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. And here now the offense for Carolina.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Green brings it in. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
This is a young man who has a lot of quiet confidence in his abilities. He won't shout it from the rooftops, but if you ever talk to him, you sense it, and you start to get it. In fact, I asked him about his mobility, and he said, well, I did run for over 1,500 yards in college. That was an easy answer from him. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. That's complete to White. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. On 2nd down, it's White, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So Dalton now. That's complete to his receiver, Kane. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Passing, it's Dalton. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the...
Hands up. Lean. 4-3's the mic. Here we go.
First and 10 for Dalton. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This pass complete to Reynolds. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in the first half of an 8-3 game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. Andy Dalton now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. It's complete. James White. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the...
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Andy Dalton. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. The final act of the first. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They will run with White out of the shotgun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time, because let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Dalton, he's got White here. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. To throw here, Dalton. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. On first down, it's Samuels. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Play fake. Here's Dalton. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. James White ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game as the Bears push further out in front. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. They'll set up the screen to Balazs. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Dalton. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Dalton, first and 10. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. They'll run here with Balaj. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
All day. Pick it. Hey, Larry. Hey. What we got?
Big spot, Andy Dalton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. And that's complete to LaFell. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. All right, here's Dalton. Looking for Perriman there. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Oh, passing it, Dalton. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
This pass complete to Reynolds. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. So now Dalton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. He's at the 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
We play to win. Let's go.
Dalton and the offense now. Down by 4, 24 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Dalton wants to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. He'll find Thielen working the middle. Well, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Here we go.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. It's do or die for Dalton. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rashad Perriman finding the end zone on the game's final play. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, Charles, we saw a darn good one. The touchdown on the final play to win it. They went for 2 and didn't get it after that, but that doesn't matter. The focus on that touchdown to win the game, what an ending.
Tremendous ending, and I think that maybe they were just so excited. Let's go ahead and get 2 to put on top of it, or I keep coming back to maybe the kicker's hurt. There's so many different explanations.